Hey VA Reppers, this is G2. I'm coming to you from my home here in Phoenix, Arizona. Listen, I want to introduce you to a very, very special guest, Marge Kilkelly. She and her husband were going through a VA refi back in January of this year. They ran into a snag, pretty big snag, with their VA appraisal. She reached out to VA Rep, but not until she had searched for days on the internet trying to find a veteran service organization that could help her resolve her problem. We'll be sharing that with you more, but in the meantime, I want to let you know Marge Kilkelly is going to tell you exactly what happened with her situation. Marge, take it away.
Sure.
You can lock it on her.
Stop. No, we want to get you to. You're the veteran. You're the reason we got in all this trouble in the first place.
But I would have given up on the process had you not been here, because it was very frustrating.
Oh, good. Let's get into that. Are we ready? I'm Marge Kilkelly and live here in Dresden, Maine.
Joe Murray, Dresden, Maine. Mm-hmm. I bought the property in 1984, and then Marge came into my life and she wanted a farm. Everything we do here is to value add to the property.
So then we expanded the kitchen and built barns, and now we have goats and poultry and pigs for local market, which is wonderful. My husband served in the Navy and had never made use of his veterans housing benefit, veterans mortgage benefit. And in 2019, when the rates were going down, we thought, well, this is a great opportunity to make use of that benefit that he'd earned and reduce the interest on our mortgage and get some work done that we wanted to get done. So we applied for a VA loan and had gone through the process over the course of many weeks. We were so far into the process that we'd even gotten a thank you from the Veterans United folks for completing our mortgage process. So, I mean, we were really ready and waiting for closing. And the appraiser came. And the appraiser was challenging at best. He just didn't seem to be very careful about the work that he was doing. And he left, and we waited for the appraisal report. And when it came in, it was for $180,000. Our house and land, 6 acres of land, 700 feet of water frontage here in the middle of Maine. It was less than the house had ever been appraised for before. And as we looked at the appraisal, there were many factual errors in the appraisal. None of the comps included waterfront. It says we have a fireplace, and we don't. It says that we have oil heat, and we don't. And it just goes on and on and on with all of the errors. And so the lender got in touch with the appraiser. They redid it and increased it to $190,000, which was still not reasonable. We were in touch with some realtor friends who all agreed that this was a ridiculously low figure. And we appealed directly to the VA, and they said, well, we'll do a field review. And in my mind, a field review means somebody is going to come here and look and determine if that appraisal was correct. So we then get another email from the VA saying, well, we've done a review and we've looked at your additional information you've submitted and we're not changing anything. And I emailed them back and said, but I thought you were going to do a review. Well, we did. We don't come into the house, we do a drive-by. Well, you can't drive by our house and see it unless you come in the driveway, because we are tucked off into the woods. We didn't know what to do. I did a Google search and I found VA Rep. And I called this office in California on a whim and just said, My husband's a Navy veteran. We've been trying to get a refi. I don't know what to do. We're being denied. And I still have the email that I got back from Son, who is the person that founded VAREP, who said, here's my cell phone number, call me. It was, but it was the first time that anybody cared about what was going on with us. And they were great. We got answers. He got us in touch with another person who called us back one night and just walked us through the process. This is what you need to do. This is how you need to do it. We decided we could start over because we knew somebody had our back. Our first appraisal, as I said, was 180. Our second appraisal, about a year later, was 340. And we were able to, go through with the mortgage the way we wanted to. The only benefit that veterans have that does not have a VSO is housing. It was like, this has to change. And the only game in town is VAREP, and they're wonderful. And they really should be the VSO for housing for veterans.